Hi there. Today we'll explain the next 11 essential IT terms from the chapter 6.6, Agile Sprints, the Engine of Agile Project Management in our book. You can find the book linked in the description below. Let's dive in.
Sprint, a short, time-boxed period during which a team works to complete a defined set of work. Our team completed a 2-week sprint focused on developing the product's user interface. User stories. User stories are high-level descriptions of the features or functionality that the product should have. They capture the user's perspective on what the product needs to achieve. One user story we focused on was, "As a user, I want to log in with a single click to save time." Increment. An increment is a tangible and usable outcome produced at the end of each sprint. It represents a portion of the product that is complete and ready to be used or tested. After the sprint, the increment was a fully functional login feature. Transparency. Transparency is the quality of being open and honest about the project's progress and outcomes, ensuring that all team members and stakeholders have a clear view of what's happening. Transparency was maintained by sharing a daily update on sprint tasks in the project management tool. Obstacle. An obstacle is a challenge or difficulty that needs to be overcome to achieve the sprint goal. Obstacles can delay progress and should be addressed quickly. A technical obstacle arose with the database, but the team quickly implemented a workaround. Burn-down chart. A burn-down chart is a visual representation of the team's progress toward completing the sprint, showing how much work remains and how quickly it is being completed. The burn-down chart indicated that the team was ahead of schedule halfway through the sprint. Sprint goal. The sprint goal is a specific objective that the team aims to achieve during the sprint, usually related to delivering a specific set of user stories or features. The sprint goal was to complete the user registration process. Sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is a list of user stories and tasks that the team plans to complete during the sprint. It represents the workload for that sprint period. The sprint backlog included tasks for implementing the login and logout functions. Velocity. Velocity is the amount of work a team can complete during a sprint, typically measured in user story points. It helps estimate future workloads. The team's velocity improved by 10% in the last sprint. Definition of done. The definition of done is a checklist of criteria that must be met for a user story or task to be considered complete and ready for review. The definition of done required all code to pass testing and documentation to be updated. Sprint cadence. Sprint cadence is the regularity and length of sprints, which may vary depending on the needs of the project and the team's capacity. The team maintained a 2-week sprint cadence to ensure steady progress.
Hey Jake, I think our velocity is lower this sprint than usual.
Yeah, we hit an obstacle with the new API integration, which slowed us down.
Let's check the burn-down chart and see how much work is left.
Good idea. We also need to make sure our sprint goal is still achievable.
If needed, we can adjust the sprint backlog to stay on track.
Agreed. We should also review the definition of done to ensure quality.
Right, and maintaining transparency will help stakeholders understand our progress.
Absolutely. Let's stick to our sprint cadence and keep improving.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.